like to be a brighter. If I could be the trees, I would like to be the highest. And if I could be a hero, I would like to be Superman. And if I could be magic, I would like to be love. And if I could be the best one, I would like to be honest.
What's going on, everybody? I woke up late. Today we're gonna be watching PTOL versus I forget who their opponents are. But I'm super into this because PTOL was our allies, and PTOL was super heavily bet against. So I'ma just see if I win a bunch of I forget what they're called, Ulrichs. Other alliance is I can't pronounce that name. Yeah, that should be a good match. I didn't quite put in my contact right, and it's driving me insane. That looks like everyone's ported in. Hopefully everyone's super duper on the ball now that it's top 32. I don't remember if I get a third match today. I don't think anyone's at 1900. This is probably going to be the only match I actually get to cast today. I'll stream the MTO match, but as usual, my voice will not be heard, nor will our Discord for, game plan purposes. How big are all these people? They didn't take advantage of registration stuff. That's a bit unfortunate for them. Wow. Wow, that's a great start. So Blue's got slightly behind on everything. PTOL was right on that, man. Where's this late one going? That'll be interesting to see how that pans out. I guess that was probably one of the first ones. Yeah, that was. Depending on how fast this rally is and how fast the other rally is, that could be a spicy, like, quick disrupt. It's Con. Oh, there's C5s in there, so that won't beat that for sure, almost. We got rallies waiting. Oh boy. Toll's firing on all cylinders right away. As I would have expected, considering they were great KBK allies. There's so many marches going. They already have a huge structure advantage. Everything from 96 seems just like ever so slightly delayed. Minute 50 away. Any. Yeah, none of them are gonna beat it. I'm starting to pick up their outposts. This Alex. Alex Raleig's going to their obelisk, so that's probably going to break off and go for the desert altar. They got a really fast march going. They got some defense there, at least. Go for it. Oh, that Guan's gonna beat the... Pretty sneaky. That Guan's already in there, so that rallies to cancel. I'll go towards... They could probably get the Sky Altar. One's going there, one's going to the altar. That one broke off. Everyone's got all the base structures, is good. PTOL's rallies all broke off, and they're going heavy on this desert altar. They got that Shrine of War right away. That's pretty... They have someone for Garrison. That one probably won't do much. '96 applying pressure anywhere? Bit, but that desert altar won't do much. I don't know if PTOL is going to be able to hold that enough to get the first occupation bonus. We need to get a really good garrison in there. Richard might be able to delay it if it's back for garrison. Lost a Shrine of War right away. A lot of rallies by blue team now. I don't think PTOL used Divine Aid. But blue team hasn't taken advantage. There's their Divine Aid. That rally's gonna hit before they capture it, so if they support this well, I'd assume it's Slid Devil that's going. They have 30 seconds-ish to be able to try to take that. That Sky Altar might get swarmed down, though. There's a bunch of armies. Really good support there. No support there. That rally's going to fall. That's not going to be enough to disrupt the first occupation, so they still got their first occupation bonus, which is good. What up, Don? Okay, they're playing a little more safe. I personally probably would have just had fewer armies there and had a bit more applying pressure there. We're gonna get that Shrine of Life for sure. They got the Desert Altar like I thought they would. This one's gonna die. It's interesting. They're applying a lot of pressure to the outside ones early. Probably forcing them to make more moves on the outside rather than the inside. And then their next wave is going to be pushing the inside and then go into Arc. Speaking of Arc, PTOL's already there in huge numbers. I'm surprised they're not just canceling this and I think it's a pretty old kingdom. I think this is actual like Kingdom 96. Oh no, 1396. So they're pretty young. I feel like they probably have a couple of YSS Theos. That's not that young, right? Yeah, they got that Shrine of Life too, like I thought. That's a really good distraction rally on the obelisk right away. I actually really like that rally. And that rally is putting in like a pretty significant amount of work. That's Charles. Charles Hardy is just putting in work. I mean, that rally's hitting. Like they have some supporting armies here, but PTOL has a lot that can just hit here and then swing back around to Arc. They've actually had the Desert Altar and Swing In, which is pretty good, but I feel like the building advantage is still heavily in PTOL's favor. I feel like everyone bet on this match just because of the power differential, and PTOL right now is really proving that power doesn't necessarily mean anything. That early game strategy, where you make the money moves. Like, they have a lot of armies here that can help disrupt. That was a really good defensive use of Lockdown, because all these armies are going to have a much harder time getting there, and PTOL's almost out of it. They still have this Sky Altar. That's not what I wanted. Battle reports working this time around? Oh, that rally wasn't filled at all. Oh, that explains a lot. Hello, Kurt. I can't even tell where the arc is. There it is. They're running away with this arc. This rally on the Shrine of War is probably going to get it too. Who's the Shining Light one? I'm not sure who that garrison commander is. I don't remember who a Shining Light is. I don't know why he's not reinforcing with that Guan. That seems like a huge misplay. And like all these armies should be going up to protect that. I don't know what they're doing. Like, I guess you guys are trying to get Arc, but like... Oh my days. Okay, so Arc. Oh, they got a couple of arm. Nope. Nope, that's another red army. And none of these... Why are none of these people supporting their Shrine of War? If that Desert Altar's full, like... There's some reinforcements, finally. Sky Altar's finally... Well, thank you, Kurt. I'll see you in like an hour or something when we do MTO arc. Had a really good swarm on this desert altar. I guess they're gonna delay the arc a bit. There's a lot of supporting armies from both around here. I don't actually know how that one's gonna go. Back right away. Ooh, they could potentially lose their Sky Altar here. Can I get the battle report of this? I guess that would be Constantine. I've never seen Constantine's skill animation, apparently. There's the reinforcements. A little late, but they're just going to lose like 3 minutes of points, but they're already 3k ahead. And have a nice safe arc carrier. They still haven't gone back to that outpost. That Saladin's tanky. PTOL's got rallies on pretty much every structure that's non-obelisk. I wonder where that one was going. Blue's starting to come back into this. And they're about to get another like couple of uptick of points. They're actually winning on structures right now, and I guess that's they just retake this, and that's why they're not generating points? Or they just take this one back. I mean, there's 6 minutes till they have to cap the arc. I wouldn't worry overly again about the Shrine of Wars. Like, that's the one nice thing about holding onto the arcs is they get to decide when the next engagements in the middle are. And the Shrine of War they're going to take back like now. And are either of them captured? This one's captured, so they have a bit of an edge. But they might get both shrines right now. teleports start ticking down. And that desert altar is going to fall, so they're about to, like, swing this right back around. I wonder if 96 actually doesn't have YSS Theo available to them at all. I feel like anyone in this realm should at least have had a couple of YSS Theo wheels and MGEs, because otherwise that's like super, super just unfair. I don't know if that's going to be enough support given how many are there. Where did Swift Stride go down? I would have loved an indicator on who you Swift Stride where. Hey, Freddy boy. That's a really good rally. Interesting that they're not going to save that. Oh, yeah, because they're going to go protect their own desert altar. That would make sense. Are they going to lose the Sky Altar again? They need to get some of these armies actually inside the building. Like, there's no reason they should lose this. Who put up good defense on that Shrine of War? Ah, it was a good defense. And they should be able to get the Shrine of Life pretty easily non-contested. Structure game is all evened up yet again. And red doesn't have any rallies going. Interesting. Sneaky little Khan's gonna start getting all these outposts. I always love those plays. It's not a huge point differential, but I definitely feel like the team that does that does get a slight edge. '96 is putting real good pressure there. Are they going to capture this? Or what happens when this times out? I don't know what happens when this times out. I've never actually seen it time out. Like, as much as I want them to capture it, There it is. Yeah, that's a big point differential. Ooh, they might lose that Shrine of War again. Does like the arc just disappear from the arc carrier and then the timer resets and nobody gets any points for the first arc? That's... Oh. Huh. I mean, I've never seen that ever happen because I feel like nobody ever lets it fully reset. For the most part, I'm pretty against holding on to it strategies. I really think you benefit from like holding on to it for a bit, like regrouping. Like if you lost some structures, just like holding on to it, retake your structures, and then cap it as your rallies are hitting, so that you get like the cycle through. So you need to just kill off all these blue armies. They just need to like kill off the armies. The rally's already low enough, and then they just need to get to the Shrine of War and start helping. But I think they're all just targeting the rally, which I kind of disagree with, but it's still working as long as they don't lose it. They have a huge advantage right now. Is that their... That's a Theo YSS. I think at this point the YSS kind of needs to start hitting. There, there goes. Oh, he's gonna join the rally. No? Nobody mid. Yeah, I'm glad it shows this match. This is a pretty interesting one. PTOL's been in a really good position, but Blue's making some good moves. Another YSS just hitting it at this point. They might have actually taken it if he was hitting earlier. You hate to see it. Yeah, I hate to see it. The Skeletor one's going pretty well, though. Shrine Life is kind of defended. I'm curious to see how the heals are going to look. Because PTOL was pretty significantly overpowered. Well, outpowered, rather. I feel like they're probably healing a bunch, but that's what matters in OL, right? It doesn't matter what you're doing. What up, Effie? Like, as long as you have enough T5s to fill all your rallies and fill all the structures, oh boy, having 600k versus 300k just means you're going to heal more. So, I think the people that are slightly underpowered are definitely going to get overlooked, and that's not the case. Especially in situations where PTOL very clearly has a huge commander advantage. Nope, not male. Not male. Not. It's only like 100 kingdoms different. How's the Rose match going? I was assuming BBTH was gonna, like, put on a clinic. I think it's gonna be closed, but I think BBTH is gonna... Dude, BBTH is an insane kingdom. I was watching some of their KVK, and... it looked like the other guy, the other team... Oh, that's really close. 18k versus 22k. I thought BBTH was going to do much better than that. Is that... who's winning? BBTH is winning, right? Don't tell me Rose is like 4k points ahead. Because that's going to be a huge upset. Sneaky Khan got it again. I'm pretty impressed. Blue really needs to get this arc to still be in the game. Their garrison people always seem to just be attacking like super at the end. And I feel like if the garrison person started attacking a little earlier, they might be able to take a little bit, like just get that little extra chunk of damage. There's 7 rallies going. That's an outpost there, right? Yeah, that is. Is that rally marching? Yes, it is. That's going to go straight down the middle, isn't it? Yep. How many people do they have left in their starting zone? They have 3. Are these people just not porting for a reason, or are they gatherers? Not a ton of gathering going on. These people do seem like they're more gathering focused. I think Red have more armies here. I'm gonna have to scroll out to get any. No, no, that looks like Blue is here. Oh look, Sleepy just joined the alliance. That's a really good use of To the Death. This is... I don't think this arc is gonna decide it. Yo, Effie, I'm gonna make so many Ulrics from this bet. I have like I think I have almost 1,000 on PTOL. And PTOL was heavily unfavored. I told everyone in the kingdom to bet on PTOL. My first stream that I went through the lineups, I said PTOL's probably who I'm going to bet on. I think there was a pretty big power differential, and 96 had a power advantage, but the commander advantage kind of outweighs everything. Did 411S already play? Was that the match that was like super early on in the day at like 8 a.m. or like 8 UTC? I do like how heavily PTOL's been going for these shrines, because I'm assuming their healing numbers are going to be insane right now. So they're slightly saving on some speed ups. Ooh. I thought 411S would have done better too. This arc's barely moved. I'm assuming because To the Death was used. Wow, there's still just like a ton of blue dots here. To the Death probably is why it hasn't moved, but Red's definitely outnumbered here. But Red's also got every structure. And like, I'm assuming most of these rallies are just trying to get back their own buildings. No, those two are those ones. Rallies are waiting, which is never a good sign. That was a good defense up there. They definitely shouldn't be doing these outside ones. I mean, it hurts them a bit. They're only, like, in the grand scheme of things, they're only down, like, 10% attack and defense. If they use their buffs, that kind of negates it. And, like, they're holding on really well. But I think it's one of those situations where Red decided to push every building. And I'm assuming the red wave is slowly starting to come in. Like, the blue's starting to move it over a bit. But I actually do really like that play that Red decided to just push hard on all the building game. Because now this arc matters a lot less. Now they're not even rallying anything. Like, they're not going to push the advantage and try to take Obelisk. PTOL's playing this phenomenally. And like, look at how many armies are just going here. Like, they're not even going for buildings. That arc's not worth. That arc's not gonna catch them up 10k points. And like all these like they know they have the commander advantage, so their Tilticadas aren't gonna win. Yes, Levy, he meant like these shrines. Which are defending really well. Like, the Devil's doing a really good job of just cutting off reinforcements. Any rally that's going to go on this is immediately going to start getting chunked down. This rally probably doesn't even need any support. I mean, that's all they've been doing is just delaying the arc more and more. And they have the options of bringing it either to the Shrine of War or to the Desert Altar. They used To the Death at the start of this fight, so I don't think they're going to have that many points to use Bog Down, because I think Bog Down is also 6. But, like, that's a lot of blue armies. They finally took back this Sky Altar. Oh, that's hilarious. They managed to delay it even further. I thought Bogdown was a lot more expensive than 3 points. Bogdown's really good. They got more reinforcements coming. Yeah, this one I think they got a bigger point swing just from delaying the arc and getting all the buildings than what the arc's actually worth. They finally got the Shrine of War back. Now, as long as they keep their buildings, they should be fine. Like, with 10 minutes left, I don't know if this is going to be enough unless, like, PTOL has to start losing all of their buildings right away. Oh, I've never seen Mending Pouch used before. Interesting. That rally probably has enough support. That's gonna die. PTOL got back that that Desert Altar. That should be fine. HKL's against the Titans, aren't they? Oh, was that the old Roni Kingdom? Or was that Punishers? Oh, Death Squad, yeah. Is that at 15 UTC? Or is that going on now? I think it's at the same time as us, because I want to watch that game. There's a little part of me that wants to see Death Squad just stomp them. Oh my god, PTOL got their obelisk? That's insane. Was that just a swarm? No, they just didn't have anything in there. Yeah, at the same time as us, otherwise I would have streamed that one. They're finally gonna get it. But see, there's still like 11k, 9k points differential. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Like, that one died again. They need to start getting all the altars. And I think the extra like commander advantage from YSS Theos is just this is amazing. This is gonna be such a good payout. Yeah, of course, the bets are favoring HKL hard. I think most people are expecting HKL to just sweep super hard. Hit cities. Yeah, that's amazing. Like, they managed to do the arc and delay it enough that it's only 2 arcs. And they definitely got their points, like the point differential of that second arc versus this huge advantage that they have. Who's just trying to war again? So unless there's some crazy provisions. But PTOL's got some gatherers out too. Yeah, it doesn't even matter if they're gonna lose this. Like, they're not gonna. They might get a couple of upticks in points. 3 minutes, so they're gonna get 2 minutes worth of it. So that's gonna be 30 points. That's not gonna come back from 10,000. I really like that strategy of just delay the arc for forever and just win the structure game. PTOL played that phenomenally. I'm curious to see the heals, though. I feel like the healing differential is going to be... PTOL probably healed a lot. And yeah, at this point, if I was PTOL, I would just be... Oh, they already... Yeah, there it is. Just disrupt these, get them to lose as many points per minute as possible. That'll be the nail in the coffin. Because they're still way up on structure. This game is a wrap. Love it. Oh my god, why do I have so many PMs? Oh, PTOL needs to get like a nice strong beer because I think this was one of the harder opponents in their grouping. Yeah, even if they lose it, they're not even gonna get like a tick of points of difference. And if they somehow manage to out farm 11k worth of points, then then I'll have egg on my face. But as it stands right now, that 1k I put on PTOL, ooh-wee. This was the bet. I think this had the biggest odds out of any other match. Unless some of the like little guys really 20k farm points. Could you imagine? If they manage to get 20k farm points, then I think MTO is going to have to reestablish what our game plan is. That's a big win for PTOL. I don't know why everyone thought PTOL was going to lose. I feel like a couple of people just bet on 96 early, and then people just started snowballing it. Where people just didn't know the kingdoms, and they're like, oh, well, this is probably going to be an easy match, and not all marches. Like, everyone just puts, like, 2 marches for each building, and then everyone else farms. Got to get that farming skill out, too. Look, it took them 10 minutes just to really take back all their structures. The Caesar defense. That's how you end a match. That's how you end a match right there. Just really rub the salt right in the wound. That's a big win. That's a big win, boys. The Devil did phenomenal. Whoa, PTOL didn't even heal? They were outpowered by a lot, and they didn't even heal? Huh. That second arc's only worth 3.5. I thought it was worth more for some reason. Yeah, that occupation score, like, Totally negated it. They out-provisioned them too. Kills were pretty even. I'm really proud of PTOL right now. I'm really proud of PTOL. That was exceptional. Let's see how everyone else did. Yeah, I figured Boobs was gonna win. That was a really close match, though. When AVG is not, it's not a small team. Ooh, that's a good win for Boobs. That was kind of to be expected. I didn't know anything about either of these teams. Did the underdogs win again? Slightly underpowered. This was apparently a lot closer of a match than what that score dictates. Ooh, I think I bet on 4-1 on S, and that was not amazing. Yeah, 9 stomped them as I was kind of expecting. Let's see those bets. Let's see how those bets go. I even get some back. Yeah, I went for the cheeky 4-1S bet. But that's gonna be a nice payout. My boys. I gotta go share that with them. Ooh, that might have been a pretty good bet too. I feel like the bets were mostly right on everyone, except for this one. And people were off. Oh no. the underdogs, air quotes, came out on top on a couple matches. I'm so proud of PTOL right now. Ah, my boys. Who did they end up playing? Who were they? They're Group F. Group F is going to play against C. Oh, they're going to be in the JWM bracket. Oh. They're a really good team, though. They're a really good team. Maybe JWM slips up. I don't know. But that's going to be the end of this recording. I'm going to probably just post this up on YouTube later on today. That was a huge win. Shout out to my boys in PTOL. I'm so proud of them. I will see you guys in the next video.